We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round. Hi there, my name is Teresa Engelhardt, and I want to welcome you to the Unreasonably Grateful podcast, Living in Grace by Joyce. So, first of all, I'm grateful to have you here. However, you got here, you belong here. I'm so happy to be able to share bits and pieces of my journey with you as people shared their journey with me. And I learned from that. And it's my hope. The reason I do this is I'm praying that you hear something that perhaps you hear in a new way and it gives you a clue to your own journey, because I believe we all are journeying together and we're discovering more of who this being called us is and why we're here, and the gifts and the skills and the talents that we've been given, and how they can all be used for good, because I believe you were created for good. So, I call it recovery. I was thinking about this week. I do think we're all recovering. I think we're recovering from stories and lies that we believed and created about ourselves. And we're letting go of some of those and opening up to um, a more divine version of who you actually are, who we actually are. And that's a shared journey. And so this is an opportunity for us to hold hands and walk together. And I'm simply sharing with you tidbits of the wisdom I've gleaned on my 39 years of recovering, which didn't start till I was 36. So I'm 75, if you can do math. Anyway, I'm grateful to have you. Thank you for being here. You can sign up on my website if you want to do an individual session. It's a really beautiful opportunity for me to get to know you a little bit better and to listen and to watch and then to reflect back to you some of the beauty and the wisdom that I see. Remember, I don't have your answers. You do. I'm just hoping that this opportunity that we have together here keys you into some of those answers, gets you a little bit closer to discovering what they are for yourself. Okay, we've been in this series called You Will Be Tested, coming off of a whole series of episodes about, letting go of the past and embracing the future. And I did take my final exam this week, and I think I got, I'm trying to remember exactly, but I think it's like 230 points out of 250, might have been 220. Anyway, I passed 88%, whatever 88% is, that's the number I got. And so this particular episode's what if you pass? Because here's what I've discovered. If you're dealing with kind of that inner demon that oftentimes is habitual, and for people who have struggled with stepping into their greatness, their grandeur, their divinity, there is always that tempter that's trying to throw us off balance and lies to us and deceives us and tricks us. And I was asking my husband today, when do you experience that? For me, it's like I'm awakened in the middle of the night and something will come up from the day, and I'll hear this doubt and question and nagging and criticism. And it's just like, whoa. And eventually I get to the other side of it. And yes, it's amazing. But at first it's grueling. And we're all learning ways to be able to stay in our center and ask for protection and guidance. I do believe we have guardian angels, and ask for our protection, ask for our guidance, say a prayer, get up, meditate, remind yourself of all the blessings in your life and the beauty in your life. And we're combating that demonic force that's attempting to take us off center and destroy us. And yes, the more work you do, the closer you get to living that life of peace and love, and the treasure, living from the treasure pool that you are, that been planted in you a long time ago, the more attacks you will get. But what if you pass? What if you pass the test? Okay, so I remember one time a pretty stiff teacher of mine said something like, let's see, You can't rest on your laurels. Oh yeah, yesterday's victory. Yes. Yesterday's victory is today's ego trip. I know it's not exactly the most positive thing, but I want you to consider that once you have a victory, then there's sometimes a tendency, another tool of that, opposing force, whatever you want to call that, another tool to attack you and keep you off center. So, oh, you think you're so good now, blah, 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 blah. Or it can take the other side because it doesn't care what side it takes just to keep opposing you. Or it can be, um, oh, yeah, you don't need to work so hard at this anymore. You're doing great. It can build you up in order to let you down. So, the answer to what if you pass is you get ready for the next test. What if you pass? Well, you take what you learned, you apply it into your life, and you step into the next lesson. And that next lesson may be being with the victory of it, but not being egotistical about it. Being with the victory and celebrating the victory, but not claiming that it was all your credit. Like as soon as we start to get into building ourselves up in an inflated way, we are now again susceptible to another attack. So you always have to be on watch. But that's not the bad news, that's the good news. Because remember, it's like consciousness, awareness, presence is an ongoing goal. And so there's an ongoing effort, just like, okay, I'm watching baseball. So I saw in the headlines of my MLB app that there was this unbelievable giant inning, the 11th inning, and I think they got 9 runs. It was a tied game, obviously. They were at the top of the 11th, so the Cubs had to play at the bottom of the 11th. But watching them get 9 runs, it was like bases loaded, somebody comes in, bases loaded, somebody comes in because they kept getting hits. And I was watching not just the victorious team, I was watching the Cubs. And I had this experience of, oh gosh, how defeating. And you still have to keep playing because you have to get your turn. But are you going to get 9 runs too at the bottom of the 11th? Probably not. But you're battling that mental story. And so much of the spiritual battle is mental. And so we're always minding our mind and paying attention to what thought we invest in, what thought we give our worship power to, which is your attention. Your attention is the most valuable thing you have. So, whatever you can do to create something, whatever that is for you, obviously, you can see in my room, I have pictures of the Virgin Mother, and I've always had those. And it's like whatever you can do that you can shift your attention to and ask for guidance and pray or meditate or go for a walk, or sing a song, or dance, do something that can allow you to shift your attention off of whatever the current attack is. And there will be more attacks. That's the good news, because what it's saying is you're actually doing great work. So be grateful for the challenges, be grateful for the opportunity to continue to grow, continue to be tested, because that just says how far you're getting. You're one step further, another step further. So keep going. I'm heading off to Texas tomorrow to help our daughter with a big festival that she has going on there. There's like 700 people coming. I'll get to see 6 of my grandchildren, actually 7, because one is coming to help wait tables and her mom as well from California. So I'm excited to see family, even though it's not a lot of one-on-one time because we're actually helping. But I'll be here. I'll be here next week. I look forward to seeing you. And we'll be stepping into another topic that I'm sure will come up in my travels. So, in the meantime, pay attention, let yourself be proud of the victory, but don't let it go to your head to the point that you set yourself up for another major battle. Okay? Have a beautiful day. And I look forward to seeing you right here next week. In this great turning, we shall learn to lead in love.